Hello, church. I felt like it was important to share a short message with you to let you know where we are with our COVID-19 response. First, let me say I know several of you are more than ready to get back into the church buildings and return for worship. I understand and I hear your frustration, but right now it's not going to happen. It can't happen. And I honestly don't have a timetable in which to tell you when we're going to move back into the building. Until then, we'll continue to have worship outside under the pavilion and around the pavilion as long as weather permits. One of the reasons that we're not making a move is that a part of our mandate was to watch the numbers. And I want to give you just the last 7 days for DeKalb County and the number of positive tests that we have received. On July the 9th, we were plus 51, and that brought us to 841 positive cases. July the 10th, we were up 23. July the 11th, we were up 77. July the 12th, we were up 26. July the 13th, we were up 34. July the 14th, we were up 117. July the 15th, we were up 27. And July the 16th, we're up 40. So, watching those numbers, our positive cases, our lowest number in the last 7 days has been what, 23. And those 77s and 17s, if I'm not mistaken, July the 8th was, July the 9th was 51. But even if you go back to the very 1st of July, our numbers are always in the positive. We've gone up almost every day, come down a little, go back up. So you can see the last 7 days where we are. The task force for each church is making the best decisions that we can on behalf of each of the churches to protect each of you and to keep you safe. As soon as we feel we can make the move, we will find ourselves back in the church building. Please note that will not be before August. I hope that sometime in August we find ourselves back in the church, but we will not be there before August. So the next 2 Sundays in July, weather permitting, we'll be out at the pavilion behind Trinity, and certainly everybody's welcome. We'll continue to film and have it online on Sunday through either Facebook for either Trinity or Henniger, and then also the YouTube page for Trinity. So we will continue to be outside. Now, I'm sure all of you know that the other day, I guess it was Wednesday, that Governor Ivey made a proclamation for mandatory face mask wearing in public. And I know if you read the entire proclamation, it does say that there's a waiver for religious gatherings. But it says that for gatherings 10 or more outside, you should be wearing a mask. I am going to request that you wear a mask Sunday. So if you come and if you stay in your car, that's fine. But those of us that get out of our car I'm going to ask that you have some kind of face covering while we were outside, even though we're outside. You know, it's clear in the Bible that we as Christians should obey the authorities until they do something that's contrary to our religion, to our Christian faith, and certainly wearing a mask is not that. Do we like them? No. Are they hot? Absolutely. I've got several. This is just the one I grabbed as I was leaving the house today. No, they're not a lot of fun. But if I can keep you safe wearing my mask, then I want to wear a mask. And I would hope that you would care enough about the people that you encounter, whether you know them or not, that you would wear your mask as well. So while I know it may seem useless outside to wear a mask, again, I'm going to request that you wear a mask. And certainly we know that when we go back to the church buildings, we will wear a mask, at least for a time being. So a mask will be here for you if you don't have one for Sunday. Please don't let that be what keeps you out. We can survive. And if you just don't want to wear your mask because we're outside, and then, you know, I'm not going to force you, but as your pastor I would request that when we are outside and around people, that we have our mask on. I know these are trying times, but someday we will get beyond all of this. Until then, just keep the faith, keep praying for one another, and keep praying for our Lord's return. Thank you.